Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Greg M here, talking some track and field. Um, anyway, this is just covering the list of doping cases in athletics. Kind of piggybacking off of another topic I saw on YouTube. It was actually covering one of my homeboy that got caught for doping, but he got a lifetime ban, and I believe that was his first time getting the ban or getting caught, unless there was more teeth than he tested previously for a banned substance and got banned lifetime. But either way, athletes shouldn't be using performance enhancing drugs. First, it's dangerous if it not, to your body, especially without controls and guidance from a doctor. And it shouldn't be used for performance enhancing or drug dealing or whatever, making money off of selling steroids to athletes, whatever. But this is on Wikipedia, and it goes here, just to give you a breakdown of what it is. The use of performance enhancing drugs, doping, is prohibited within the sport of athletics. Athletes who are found to have used such banned substances, whether through a positive drug test, the biological passport system, an investigation, or public admission, may receive a competition ban for a length of time which reflects the severity of the infraction. Athletes who are found to have banned substances in their possession or who tamper with or refuse to submit to drug testing can also receive bans from the sport. Competitive bans may also be given to athletes who test positive for prohibited recreational drugs or stimulants with little performance enhancing effect for competitors in athletics. The sports body responsible for determining which substances are banned in athletics is the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, as you can see, my podium right here. Typically, any athlete who tests positive for banned substances after having served a previous ban receives a lifetime ban from the sport of athletics. Many high-profile people to receive doping bans have come from the sport of athletics, with significant past cases concerning Ben Johnson, Marion Jones, Tim Montgomery. Furthermore, a number of athletes who underwent state-sponsored doping programs in East Germany and the Soviet Union between the 1950s, 1980s were competitors in athletics, but the quality of the international anti-doping work was so poor that only one East German athlete ever tested positive. Following allegations of state-sponsored doping in Russia, the IAAF suspended the country's athletes from competition, including the 2016 Summer Olympics. So this is some good info, I want to go on through. And you see there's a list of athletes. Like just going back a bit, recreational drugs can't do that. Remember Sha'Carri Richardson at the US Olympic trials for marijuana, messed up our chances, probably lost money, sponsorship and all that. And then come back in 2022 struggling. And the list here, Ben Johnson, Marion Jones, and many more. I mean, you can add Justin Gatlin, Tyson Gay, some of the US top athletes. Many athletes have been accused in the past. But ladies and gentlemen, if you're a track athlete, no matter whether you're track, football, basketball, baseball, golf, gymnastics, whatever, any sport, especially professional sports where you're getting paid and everybody's supposed to be working hard and training, for the same goal, to win a gold medal, to win a championship, to win a big, Olympic championship, world championship, whatever the goal is. The playing field is supposed to be level. Everybody's supposed to be working fair and square off of just hard work, good work in the weight room, on the track, or perfecting your skill, not adding performance enhancing drugs, over somebody else who's just doing regular nutrition and sticking to the right things, not using stuff that are banned substances. And some banned substances can be detrimental to your health if not used correctly, because some athletes try to dope on their own. Some do it with a doctor. Doing it with a doctor is not right either, but that doctor could probably lose his license. But either way, it's just to level the playing field. Some people believe athletes are still doping, especially in track and field. Track and field is notorious for it. I guess it gets more notice than other sports because it's in other sports. Remember, the cycling, there was a number of allegations and people getting banned and losing the titles and so forth. But athletes just train hard, get with your coach, proper nutrition, proper weight training, work on your techniques to perfect your sports so you can, perform at the highest level and do it the right way and not cheating, with drugs that can, you never know what it might do to your body later on because some of these stuff are not natural. But look at the list here. Look at all. This is a long list of athletes that were banned. Some for different things, stimulants, performance enhancing drugs. And believe it or not, some of my homeboys have made this list. Some people believe stimulants are used for masking agents to make it look like, oh, I was just taking a cough medicine and it had something in there that, caused me to test positive. And some people believe they use it to mask the actual steroids or performance enhancing drugs. But look at this. You have people in here from Egypt, Russia, Nigeria. Bunch of Nigerians here. In the top, Morocco. You see the names over here. Let's see if we find some famous names though. Yeah, United States Marathon, and it lists the year, date of violation, the banned substances. Look at that, testosterone, biological passport anomalies, and it shows you the sanctions that they get. Some ephedrine, public warning. But let's show you some of the most famous ones that you and I probably know. Look at the list here. Look at the names over here. Some you probably don't recognize, even myself, because I don't follow necessarily race rocking and everybody in high jump. I tend to follow the track runners. South Africa, Brazil. I'm still going to look at Russia, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Nigeria. Nigeria is heavy on this list, man. Ukraine, Lebanon, Turkey. Go down the list. Alex Bagman from the United States, growth hormones, 2 years. His name is not so much a household name. Shanasi Barber, Canada, on the pole vault. Randy Barnes, shot put, and you can see here methyl testosterone, androstenedione, or whatever, however you pronounce that. Anyway, you get a 27-month lifetime ban. That's a name, that's a household name, Randy Barnes. Who else? Famous name. I'm trying to come up with some famous names, James Beckford, homeboy from Jamaica, that's 1997. Ephedrine, got a 3-month ban. Let me see, further up here, somebody just got a public warning. It's far up. I think through the ephedrine public warning. Someone just got, I don't know how they determine if who get a certain amount of ban. See the ephedrine? It's a Nigerian, just a public warning. Maybe it's based on the countries. But as you can see, people from all over the world try to cheat the system, but they get caught. Kellyanne Baptiste, Trinidad and Tobago, that's a familiar name. Sprinting, 2 years. As you can see here, javelin, Australia, Bannister, three whereabouts failures. Remember Christian Coleman and that lady from, I think, what's it, Bahrain, that ran that shot. I think she had ran 48 something. Forgot her name. I don't know if I see her name on here. Randy Barnes, I covered that. Cuba, Brazil. Beckford from Jamaica, Bahrain. Turkey. Look at all that, man. Wayne Berry, Michael Berry. This is cannabis, 3 months. You get lifetime. Cuba, lifetime ban, discuss 1983. Dominique Blake, 2006, 2012. Ephedrine, 9 months, 4 years. Johan Blake, my homeboy. I guess these are stimulants. 3 months. You have to be careful, you know, you have to check the list. And if you're not sure, check it again. Call it WADA and get an updated list. Otto Bowling, you know, he's an analyst now on NBC Sports. What did he get it for? Ephedrine, he got a public warning. You see, he was running fast, but who knows? People could say they're using ephedrine to cover up the testosterone that you're actually taking. You know, a lot of names got thrown out there, man. But if you don't have the proof, you have to kind of be using the word allegedly, or don't mention it at all if you're not sure. Kevin Brunskill, that was a household name. 94, Stanislav, 4-year ban. Never heard of him again after that. Camarena, shot put. There's the drug, 6 months. Where's some? Let's see if I can find Chambers, Great Britain. He was a famous man. Look at all this, man. THG, testosterone, EPO, HGA. Man, this guy was on a lot. You want to get a 2-year ban for that? That was in 2003. Which other household name I can find? Linford Christie, that was another household name. He got 2-year ban, 1999. Nandrolone, 2 years. You see, some people get tested, get caught with some drug, and you know, they don't get lifetime ban. I guess because he didn't get caught again after that. Here's a Clark. I didn't know that she middle distance. She was a friend. She on the public warning. You can see USA, almost everybody, almost every country you can think of is in this. Sean Crawford, 3 rearboards failures, 2 years. That was 2012. He kind of failed out the scene too. After Usain Bolt came and was beating everybody. Everybody was wondering if Usain Bolt was on, you know, enhancing drugs, but he was natural. Never. He was actually known as one of the most heavily tested athletes. Walter Dix, whereabout failures. That's 2013. See, when you're missing, you know, when you're international athlete and you're top athlete, you expect it to be available for testing. Because this is how they're trying to control the sport to make sure it's fair, the playing field is level. You can't be missing your whereabouts because that looks suspicious. Because, you know, this thing is taken in cycles. So they try to catch out, you know, off season or while you're training or at your house. And if you test positive, you know, they can't let you know when they're coming until they're actually there and they're trying to find you. Tony Dees, look at that, man. He had a lifetime ban. That was it for him. USA, you know. And back in the days, you know, East Germany was, you know, back then when it was a separate country, was highly, you know, a lot of people were highly suspicious of them. To this day, what's her name? Marita Court, the female runner, 47.6. No woman has come close. Closest is like, what, 48. Look at that. Jamaica, my home country, 2008, 2-year ban. So as you can see, a lot of people, man, they're doing their job, they're catching people. Sandra Farmer Patrick, she ran for Jamaica one time, then switched over, ran for the US. Testosterone, they don't show you. It's 1996 though, a long time ago, they don't show you how long she got banned, but Father Gill from Jamaica, 3 months. That must be a stimulant. Shelly-Ann Fraser, oxycodone. I remember that. Of course, you know, a cloud hangover for me that people were wondering, is it a cover up, masking, you know, masking what she's taking, but, you know, she never tested positive for any of those, the main one, that's not a performance enhancing drug. Neither is weed, but for some reason they will still ban it because they think it might be a masking drug. Cannabis, Christy Gaines, man, a lot of top US public one in 2 years. Justin Gatlin, there it is. 1 year reduced from 2 years. You know, they worked out a deal and he came back and made the best of it. Tyson Gay, look at that. Exogenous anabolic, androgenic steroids, investigative and plus admittance, 1 year. But he was done after that, man. He never really made a comeback after that. So you see some famous people, you don't see both name on there or anything like that. But anyway, that's it. That's what I want to go through. I don't want to really go into it, but bottom line, athletes, don't take drugs. Just train hard, man. Because guess what? You're going to get caught. They do blood tests. They test you at competition. They test you out of competition. You might get away for a short minute, but you know, when you're one of the top athletes in the world, and they might be testing the top 50 and they follow you around and they'll show up at your house, you better not be on any drug because you won't have time to cycle it out the system. So the whole point is to catch up. You know, pretty much when you don't know when they're coming, because back in the day people could just cycle it. It would be out of their system and they benefit from using the drugs during training session, and then they cycle it off. But now the body is stronger, you know, and performing even better than before, because the stronger these things help you get, the better your performance is. And you can work out longer and harder, less recovery, because this is what these performance enhancing drugs does. Muscle development, more than the normal man who just lift weights and have proper nutrition, you know. And so it's still, you know, they're still working on keeping the sport clean. It seemed to be clean lately, but every now and then somebody get caught. And if you're a professional athlete, whether you're from collegiate athletes, they're supposed to be tested. I'm not sure if they're testing high school athletes yet, but I know like high school athletes who made junior national teams, they get tested at events. So they can't cheat there too. But some places are still better than others. But so far, the sport seems to have been cleaned up. And we haven't seen no major athlete getting busted for no big time performance enhancing drug. Train hard, man. Stay motivated. Stay clean. You know, it's not only safer but good for your health. These drugs, some of these guys taking this stuff don't know what it's doing to the body. So you hear about these, all of a sudden get heart attack or they have high cholesterol and all that kind of, you know, some of the side effects that they have, liver problems and, you know, all for what? You know, getting a gold medal, or I guess in some cases now getting a lot of money, because there's so much money in the sports now. Track athletes making millions in endorsements and you know, first prize fee money and all that kind of stuff. So, but anyway, that's all I wanted to cover that. Let's hope that no top athletes in the near future get busted and this sport doesn't get a dark cloud hanging over their head again. But that's it. I just wanted to kind of go over that, you know, just to let you all know. You see the list, and I didn't complete the list. A lot of people get busted, man, so they are catching people. But anyway, that's it for now. Until next time, I'll go into something different. Try to bring something more interesting to you guys, or educational as far as the sport and track and field. So that's it for now.